Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Geez, this camera is always so much closer than it appears before I just look closer. So, clearly coming to you today, super no frills. It is early in the morning here in the NJ. Can't say NYC anymore. Hey, Vicky. Hello. Susie, what's going on? Sarah. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I want to talk about how you can turn your fear of the camera into your power. How you can shift your perspective. How you can turn this internal anxiety into something that feels really good and makes you want to do it as opposed to repel. I push you away, camera. Listen, video is only getting more and more popular. Applications or apps like, Periscope and Meerkat and Instagram video and Twitter video, and there's all these different platforms for you to be able to use video to create that connection with your audience, to build your know, like, and trust factors. When you're an online entrepreneur and you are trying to create a connection and rebuild relationships and rapport with real people, and you have distance between you, you can't see each other in person, and you have someone popping into your website to get to know you, having videos really helps you create that connection, creates that interaction. You feel like you can have real conversations with people. It's just great all around. So absolutely, videos are so good for creating a strong connection. I've been doing video challenges / video experiences for the last year and a half, and I feel like I have so many video friends all over the place. I have all my video buddies everywhere. Susie's one of my video buddies, Vicky's one of my video buddies, and through the connections that we were able to, or through the videos in our challenges and experiences, we created this bond and this connection with one another, and that's just a testament to how powerful and how strong video is. If I were to meet somebody who's gone through one of my programs in person, I feel like I already have a very good sense of who they are, what they're all about, and it just really creates that strong connection and that bond, and really helps you kind of build on your business, building those relationships, creating those connections, being a real human. So how do you get over your fear of the camera, and how do you shift this internal anxiety into something that can create a very powerful connection? I'll share a little secret with everybody. Some of you already may know this little secret. It is practice. You have to practice. You have to keep putting yourself in this position. You have to keep coming back to this place where you are looking into the camera. It feels a little uncomfortable. You start to have this whole internal conversation about, what are you even doing? Who are you talking to? Why am I talking to this inanimate object? And this is weird. And no one's even gonna, listen to what I have to say. You have this whole side conversation with your inner critic saying, I hate the way I look. I hate the way I sound, really just tearing you down. And ladies more so than men have this issue, and my passion is to help as many people as possible. Oh no, I hope it's not my connection. Well, maybe in the replay it'll play all out, so if you missed something, you can come back and watch the replay. So ladies more so than men have this issue where they're really hard on themselves and have this whole, I hate the way I look, I hate the way I sound. And my passion is to be able to help as many people as possible, because you have something so important to share, information that needs to be heard. You are someone's reason to smile. You need to get your message out there. You need to share your expertise so that you can go on to help other people. And I love being able to help ladies overcome these fears so then they can use this medium to be able to touch so many more people. Everybody does. The first time I heard my voice on video, I was like, what? That is definitely not how I sound. Because, you know, you hear your own voice from inside your head and it just sounds different. So that is exactly the way that you hear your voice on video is how your voice sounds to other people. You're just getting an opportunity now to hear it from outside of your own head, and it sounds very weird. Duncan Davidson he's a photographer, and he embraced your accent. People love accents. I personally, like when I have people coming in from Start to Star experience from all around the world, I'm like, oh yay, accents. And I have people coming in from Australia, they have the coolest accent, and people coming in people will love your accent. Don't be, those are the things that set you apart. Those are the things that make you unique. Those are the things that people will find so endearing. And so the things that we think are crazy and hate, people love and or don't care about. I love accents. So, what was I saying? I haven't had my coffee yet this morning. It's scary putting yourself out there, but it's necessary to grow your business. Practice. So you have to continually keep putting yourself in this position where you're feeling a little uncomfortable. And this is your opportunity to grow. Oh, I was talking about Duncan Davidson. I'll tell you that in a second. This is your opportunity to grow. Totally camera shy. It's okay. I was uncomfortable in front of the camera when I first started. I was used to being behind the camera. Great. Got that down. Knew it was supposed to happen in front of the camera. Great. I know it's supposed to happen, but I'm still a real person, and I had to overcome my own hang-ups and insecurities and all of these things. If you're camera shy and you want to use camera, I'm not trying to force video onto anybody who doesn't want it, but it's definitely a powerful tool. If you're camera shy, you can just pick up your camera at home in a very comfortable place when you're having a good day and you're feeling really good, and just start practicing. Nobody needs to see those videos. You don't need to broadcast them to the world. This is your opportunity to kind of work through your shyness on your own, in your own comfortable place, in your own comfortable space, without feeling like you need to then broadcast this information to the world. This is why I tell people, get started. You just need to get started, because you're never going to get to where you want to go if you don't actually start. It's a journey. It really is. So back to Duncan Davidson. I think it's Duncan Davidson. He did a TED Talk about photography and about how we see ourselves, and the reason why we reject our own image is because first of all, we see ourselves reversed and in a mirror, and it's not, when we see ourselves on video or in photos, it's the opposite, and our brain is not used to seeing our image in that way, and we immediately want to reject it because this is not how we're used to seeing ourselves, and therefore it creates this disconnect. But that is how the rest of the world sees us. That is how you look, and it's just a matter of, if he said in his TED Talk, he said, if your friends look at the image and tell you, we all do this, see a photo of ourselves and go, oh no. That is not what I look like, and that's terrible. Delete that picture immediately. Remember when we used to delete pictures? We had to wait for the photos to be developed. We've come a long way. So you say, delete that picture immediately. I don't like it. But if your friends say it's totally fine, you look great, believe them, because they're the ones who see you in that way all the time. So practice. transition that fear into your power. I had an epiphany when I was first getting started, and it was this feeling. I decided I needed to change this feeling I was feeling inside of me, this uncomfortable feeling, because I wanted to use video in my business. And I knew that as a video expert, I couldn't just show up and be, I had all of this pressure I put all of this pressure on myself because I have a professional video background, and I couldn't just start slapping up crap videos. Like, it needed to, because obviously that would be detrimental to the whole point of what I was trying to do. So no pressure, but I had to take this, internal angst and feeling and transition it into my power. So I shifted my perspective from this being something that was negative into something that was positive by telling myself this feeling that I was feeling was just my body growing. I was growing from the inside out because I was doing something that I wasn't comfortable with, and this was giving me an opportunity to push past my little comfort zone, and that's what it felt like to grow from the inside out. So I said, okay, this isn't anxiety and pressure and all this stuff. This is me growing. I am doing something that makes me feel uncomfortable. And you have to do things that make you feel uncomfortable. Otherwise, you're doomed to just keep swirling around in your little comfortable circle or your little comfortable box. You have to push past that every once in a while in one way or another. So practice. Turn your fear into your power, and don't be so hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. There's no such thing. And I am trying to overcome my past perfectionisms, because I realize, like, nobody cares. Nobody's like, well, let's put it this way. So if this doesn't mean just slap anything together and just throw it up. Like, you do need to have standards. But you need to know when it's good enough and let it go. Know when it's good enough and let it go. Perfection, overrated. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. Nobody cares. And the other thing is, people are rooting for you. Generally, as human beings, we want to see each other succeed deep down inside. We're good people. We aren't just like, oh, you suck and I hate you and I hate your video and you sound like a troll and you look like a monkey. No. People are going to be like, wow, you have an amazing accent and the best voice. And people will look for the good in you, just like you look for the good in other people. I mean, at least the people I surround myself with. So that's that. Does anybody have any questions for me about this topic or video in general? I'm happy to answer any questions. And where's everybody watching from today? Thank you so much. Atlanta. What? Yeah, that says ATL. I don't need glasses and the camera's like 2 feet away from me. You think I can see it. UK. Woo-hoo. Adelaide, Australia. That was my southern accent, by the way. Not my Australian accents. Don't ask me to do accents. I do the worst accents. Every accent sounds the same. It's like, do Australian. And I'm like, hey, good. Okay, do British. And it sounds exactly the same. I'm the worst. Reminds me, I saw a funny video from, who did it? BuzzFeed. And it was foreigners, people outside of the United States, doing American accents. Ooh, Australia. My smart, I have it right here. I didn't plug it in. I did 2 tests actually with it. One, I got a ton of feedback. The second one sounded okay. So do I shoot from above or below? I shoot at eye level. Right now, the way my setup here, let me turn my camera on and I'll show you. I might have to close my shades so that it's not so backlit. I'll show you how I have my things set up. So I just have my Blue Yeti turned around. So normally this is my Blue Yeti USB mic. I know it might be hard to see because I don't have any lights on in my room, but this is my Blue Yeti USB mic, and this is the way it's supposed to be faced if I'm using it to speak into it. But I just use it as my Periscope stand to hold my phone. So I just flip it around like that, and then I just stick my phone in there, and it holds it nice. And I put a couple of different books underneath of it just to hold it up a little bit higher so you guys aren't, because that's not a good look. See what a difference the light from the, so I sit, my computer, this is my desk, this is my office studio. And I sit with, there's a window in front of me here, and I use this, also this natural light when I'm shooting my videos. And then I have a window over here, I'll show you. So I have some cross lights. Let me just open this back up again so I don't, ta-da! See, now that's too much, not enough. Gotta go back the other way. All right, everybody. Thank you guys. I gotta get on with my day. I got lots of things to do today. I will probably be back, and I do scopes like this about this type of stuff all the time. Let me know. Tweet me. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to talk about. I'm happy to talk about anything DIY video production. Share any information I have. Talk about equipment, production, setup. Overcoming your fears, anything like that. So make sure to subscribe to my Periscope and share the love. And I will be back soon to chat up all things DIY video. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I have, I just turned my video block party into an evergreen program. It's a free 7-day video block party where I talk about, I have put together these 3-4 videos to talk about how to get started, how to look natural, and I use quotes around looking natural, and you'll have to watch the video to see why I say looking natural. And lastly, how to go pro. So how to get started, how to look natural, and how to go pro with your online videos. And you can sign up for that. It's totally free at hollygstudios.com/video block party. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the party. All right, bye.